From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Athletics and the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Toronto Blue Jays.
About to get started here, and on the hill in this one, Bowden Francis.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Okay, all set to go. Now the A's designated hitter, Lawrence Butler. On the corner for a strike, and this one is off and running. On the ground to third. Jump throw across his body. Nicely done for the out.
Second, shortstop Jacob Wilson.
So up next, Jacob Wilson. And foul ball. Francis goes 6 feet 5 inches. He features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a curve, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Out to short, Clement. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. And time now to check out the A's lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with the runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Brent Rooker at the plate now. That's ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Hey! That one outside, and it's 2-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Two down. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Way high.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
And they'll do it again.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone, really making them work out there.
3-2 now. Up the middle. Fires over to Guerrero. The A's go quietly. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here at Rogers Center. And on the hill, Luis Severino. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Bichette leading things off and takes a strike. The pitch. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And it hits the base of the wall.
Batting second, first baseman.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
That one is upstairs. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Clark makes the catch. And there's one away.
Batting third.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And one to watch, of course, their 3-hole hitter, Dalton Varsho.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Dalton Varsho in the box with one away as he takes ball one.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And a foul ball.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Man at first, one away. Got him looking. That's out number 2. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Bichette leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a 1-1. And this one squirts away from the catcher. Runner holds. Count goes to 2-1. Two outs. He swings and fouls one off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Severino kick steals. And a base hit right there. And now first and second with 2 outs.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
First and second, 2 outs. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Two on, 2 outs. Hit in the air, center field. Clark settles under it. That is the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair. Scoreless after one. Back now in Toronto. Top of the second. Now at the plate, Tyler Soderstrom.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Francis back to work. Close but called a ball. And it's 1-0.
No strike. Inside, ball 2.
Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
That one missed. Now 3-0. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Book, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
That one hit to right. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Here's Miguel Andujar. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And first offering is fouled off.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Next offering is in for a strike. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Varsho after it. Snags it for the second out.
Batting sixth, catcher Shea Langoliers.
Shea Langoliers now at the plate. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play. Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer, when you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
And that one misses up and in. And the count's full. Second inning here, no score. Outside, and that is ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
But if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
And now C.J. Alexander. And a swing and a line drive at a right field and makes the grab. And that is that. The A's strand one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Right fielder Anthony Santander.
Tap foul at the plate. Next offering is fouled back. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. First pitch doesn't find the zone. One out, base is empty. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. This one in the air. Urias pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Batting 8, shortstop Ernie Clement.
So 2 down now, and here is Ernie Clement. And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. And that is cut on and missed. That's strike 2.
1 ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 strikes.
In the air, out towards right center. Makes the catch, inning over. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Luis Urias.
Second baseman, Luis Urias.
There's a strike.
Oh, and you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
The 0-2. And that's outside. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there's 1 down.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He's out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Denzel Clark up next for the A's. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the A's, the designated hitter, Lawrence
So the
Butler.
lineup flips over. And next is the designated hitter, Lawrence Butler. Grounded out his first time. In the air, left field. Brings it in. And that'll do it. Home half of the third coming up. No score. As we go to the last of the third. Now it's going to be Michael Stefanik. And there's a strike. On the ground, right side, Urias. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Up next for the Blue Jays, designated hitter.
Back to the top of the lineup. Bichette up to the dish. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Looked like it was a little bit up. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Clips the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. That one not close, and the count's even at 2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Upstairs, and it's 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. He saw a lot of pitches in that at-bat and found a way to win the battle.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Man at first with 1 gone. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. First pitch misses. Severino. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Around second is Bichette. The throw in, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Caught looking his first time up. Fouled off. He was late. Bichette at third. Guerrero over at first with 1 away. Strike 2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Squirts away a little bit. In there. He's safe.
The With 2 on and 1 out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work to do. Need a big strikeout here.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Two on, 2 outs.
That's a ball.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That one missing inside.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
George Springer in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Oh, good solid contact right there. Just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases all loaded up. George Springer getting ready to hit. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1.
Keep an eye on this at bat because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
Out in front and foul to the left side. Hey! Bases loaded, 2 down here in the last half of the third. And that's downstairs. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
On Duhar. They get the force out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. So they load the bases but leave them stranded. On to inning number 4. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Jacob Wilson. Wilson, 22 years old, a former first-round pick in 2023. That one at the knees for a strike.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, right fielder Brent Rooker.
So digging in, Brent Rooker. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Right through there for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Line drive, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here.
for
Showed
the
a
A's,
willingness to
left
drive that
fielder,
pitch the
Tyler
opposite way.
Soderstrom.
Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Go ahead run on base. Soderstrom digs in now. Flied to right his first time. Slow curveball drops in for a strike.
Ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That misses the zone. Ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
4th inning underway. No score. Next offering is in for a strike.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
In the air to left down the line. Springer there makes the catch, and there's one down.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
Next up for the A's, Miguel Andujar. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Fly ball to right. And it falls. Here's the throw. But it's offline. He will score. On the board first,
Up
it's
next for the
1-0.
A's,
Well, there you
catcher,
go. The
Shane
RBI
Mazzola.
machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runners at the corners here, 1 away. And here is Shea Langoliers. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Two on, 1 out. There's the strike.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get ground ball, double play.
A's leading by a run. And there's a ball.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
In the dirt, but kept close. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 gone now.
Well, that was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Alexander in the box now. Takes strike 1. Tap to first. Guerrero takes it himself. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Bottom 4, digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Next offering is down low. That's down and in. That one misses. Full count now.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And that one fouled off. The 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Blue Jays down a run. And now 1-2. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Now batting,
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1. Little chopper rolls foul. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Brings it in with a nice running grab. 2 away now.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
So up next, Michael Stefanik. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Nasty pitch right there. And that's strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Oh, 0-2 now. Stays alive. Severino with another strikeout. 1 left for Toronto. They trail here 1-0. New inning getting started. Here's the second baseman, Luis Urias. Francis back to work. Back up the middle and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Denzel Clark.
And now here is Denzel Clark. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And now the 0-1. Fouled off down the right side. In the dirt.
Ball 2.
Ground ball to the right side. And that's just foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it remains 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that
The
location.
designated hitter, Lawrence Butler.
So the batting order turns over. And the batter now, Lawrence Butler. On the ground, could be 2. Goes to second for 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Now
Miles
playing
Straw.
shortstop.
He's forced into the
Number
game at
3.
shortstop due to the injury.
Miles Straw.
Next up for the A's,
Now batting,
Jacob
shortstop,
Wilson.
Jacob
1 for
Wilson.
2. Outside. Ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Number 65 getting loose out there. Little warming up as well. Urias on third with 2 out. Right through there for a strike. Just missed. And he grounds 1 to the right side. Fires over to Guerrero. And that is that. The A's strand 1, but they're on top 1-0. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH. Bo Bichette. He's 2 for 2.
Bo Bichette.
That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1. Fought off foul. Next pitch is downstairs. That one to first. Alexander. He takes it on his own. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Now batting, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And a foul ball. Just off the inside edge. And that one wrapped foul. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Fights that one away, still 1-2. So Vladdy Jr. strikes out.
Now batting.
So 2 down now, and here is Dalton Varsho. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one is downstairs, and that is ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Foul ball.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He beats the throw, and the defense comes away with nothing. Man at first, Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Severino throws to first, and he's back in easily.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first, in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the A's 1 and the Jays nothing. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, number 65.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now the right fielder, Brent Rooker.
Right fielder, Brent Rooker.
And that one is in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Out to short, Straw. Throwing the dirt, and he can't come up with it.
Up next for the A's, left fielder Tyler Soderstrom.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tyler Soderstrom. Foul ball there. Rooker gets his lead at first with nobody out. Pickoff throw. Rooker back on a dive. And strike two.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Inside, just missed. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. The flip to second, high throw to first, and he can't reach it. Over to first, safe.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
Now the third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And that's down and away.
Counts 1-0.
One-run game, one out, one on. Right through there for a strike. That's off the mark, and a count 2-1. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. That one missed.
3-2.
And a swing and a miss. That's out number 2.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. A strikeout and a walk. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Slider for a strike. Line drive, base hit, right field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting, first baseman, CJ
Nice
Alexander.
job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now the first baseman, CJ Alexander. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. So they strand 2 after a base hit and an error. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the A's 1 and the Jays nothing. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, George Springer. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1. Movement in the bullpen, Jacob Lopez. Up and loosening in the pen, Spence. Also getting ready. Late swing fouled off. And a count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. He is struck out and he is walked. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is fouled back. And that one way outside. Going to count 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So digging in, Addison Barger.
Third baseman, Addison Barger.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Brings it in for the 3rd out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the A's 1 and the Jays nothing. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Urias. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen. Chad Green, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Number 56, the lefty, warming up as well. And ball 1.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
And that skips in the dirt.
Three and two.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him
Now
here.
batting,
Really nice
the
job
fielder,
staying up the middle with his
Denzel
approach.
Clark.
He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now Denzel Clark. Strike 1.
Oh, this is a case of just slowing the game down. Sometimes you get so concerned with getting the job done, you forget that you still have to get a good pitch to do the job with.
Trying to move him over here. Fires over to Guerrero. And that's an out on the sacrifice.
There was a time when that sac bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but is increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
Now it's the DH, Lawrence Butler. 0 for 3 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Hey. 1-1.
That one ripped. Out of here. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So 1 out, nobody on. And now the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. That one misses. Ball 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. One down, base is empty.
So far, all we've seen in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, right fielder, Brent
Now it's
Rooker.
the right fielder, Brent Rooker. 1 for 3. That clips a corner. And now it's even up. And that is out of play. The 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Good eye in that spot.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Wilson stands at first with 1 out. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, left fielder Tyler Soderstrom.
Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Fastball for a strike. Two outs.
Nope.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And there's a ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. That one missed.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Oh, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Number 65 will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
So they turn things over to the righty, Yariel Rodriguez.
29.
He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Here's the third baseman, Miguel Andujar. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Just missed.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive. No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
That one fouled off, 2-2. In the air, right field. Santander in pursuit. Nabs it, and that is that. The A's with a 2-run blast. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Pitching for the
We're back
A's.
in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jacob Lopez.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Digging in, Miles Straw, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. Pitch in the
Nope,
dirt.
1-0.
Ball one.
Well, these Jays looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. Runners left on base really comes down to timing. Can you put together your best at bats in the most important moments? That's a difference maker. They've stranded a lot of runners on base in this game.
That's to third on Duhar. Throws to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's
Second
always going to be
baseman,
smooth. He
Michael
delivered a good play right
Stefanik.
there.
Michael Stefanik next up for the Blue Jays.
Ball one.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. The 1-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Good fade and sinking action to that
Now
changeup.
batting,
Got that hitter to roll over.
designated hitter, Bo Bichette.
So up next for Toronto, Bo Bichette. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
This one popped up. Urias. And he makes the catch. And that is that. So they go quietly there. 8th inning coming up. It's the A's 3 and the Jays nothing. Back now in Toronto, and now it's going to be Shea Langoliers. That one fouled off. Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Up next for the A's, first baseman C.J. Alexander.
C.J. Alexander up next for the A's. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Gets under it and pops it up. Strong. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman Luis Urias.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Luis Urias. He's been a great free agent sign. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Good job to fight that one off. Pitch misses there. Now 1-2.
1 ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one
balls,
misses,
2
and it's
strikes.
2-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Two down, nobody on. And now it's filled up. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two outs. And there's ball four. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Clark.
Next to hit, Denzel Clark. Just missed. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He's got it, and that is that. The A's strand one, but they lead it 3-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Mitch Spence. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
28, Mitch Spence.
And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
First baseman,
The Jays in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Mason Miller, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. And the 1-0. To third. Slides, but it gets by him.
Now batting, the center fielder, Dalton
Varsho. Next up for the Blue Jays. Check swing, and that's a ball.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
Just missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And that drops in for a strike. Line drive, base hit. Runner stops at second, and the first two reach to start the inning.
Now batting,
First and second, no outs. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. That pitch gets the corner. That's strike one.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
In the dirt. Not in time. He's safe. And it's second and third with nobody out. And the runners will move up.
No, Boog, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is, and that wild pitch is going to make things even tougher. Two men in the scoring position now, still with nobody out. So this really becomes a strikeout situation on the mound.
With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the eighth inning. And the count 1-2. The tying run at the plate. And Captain Kirk goes down on strikes.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning. And that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Here's George Springer. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. There's a strike. Swing and a miss and a slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Next pitch is in the dirt. And the count 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now batting.
Here comes Anthony Santander in a big spot. A walk and a pair of strikeouts.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here. Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
Inside, just missed. Guerrero on third. Varsho on at second with 2 down. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Alexander, and they tag him out. Blue Jays leave a pair. They trail it here 3-0.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Braden Fisher.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Back to the top of the order now. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler. He's already homered here in this one. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. And that one almost hit him. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
There's a swing and a drive. Santander going back, and it's caught just in front of the wall.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And now the right fielder, Brent Rooker. And that one fouled off. He caught it behind his back, and that's a nice play to end the inning. What a play to end the inning. There's no way he saw that into the glove.
No, you're absolutely right. All he knew was the grounder was somewhere behind him. Just threw his glove out there, and it stuck. That was pretty cool.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Mason Miller.
Now pitching.
And I can't imagine
Athletics.
any save is an easy one.
Number 19.
You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can.
Toronto.
So it's
Third
always high
baseman,
stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Barger, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
That misses, and it's 1-1. And that's in the dirt.
One strike.
And a foul ball. And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach where you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Straw in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That one at triple digits.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, one away here in the last half of inning number 9. Swings through it for the K. Blue Jays have just one out left here.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Stefani in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Miller is just 1 strike away. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that'll do it. The A's claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
This is just a nice win. 3-0 ball game. You feel comfortable about the 3 runs that you scored, but you also know that if you're not careful, a bloop, a base hit, and a home run ties everything up. But it was great pitching. Timely hitting really made the difference.
A shutout in this one. 3-0 our final score. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.